Okay, so welcome along to this, our first ever live broadcast. We're here at the Alpine Centre in Manchester. We're going to be talking to Ian Duncalf, who's the main man here at Alpine, about the brand new A110S model, which is launched today with a Cars and Coffee event that's going on here. We're also going to be giving you some information about our next DrivenNet events, which are coming up in the next couple of weeks. We've got some exciting news about launching our third group in Essex, and a few other bits and pieces. But before all that, let's jump into the main reason we're here, give it some throttle, dump the clutch, and find out a little bit more about the new Alpine A110S. Alpine have been around since the 1950s. The original A110 first debuted in 1961 and was produced in various forms until 1977. The company was always closely related to Renault and was eventually bought by the brand in 1973, just 2 years after the A110 took a victory at the Monte Carlo Rally. Alpine manufactures its vehicles in Dieppe, northern France. A happy coincidence that it's the same factory where RS, Renault Sport Clio and Méganes are assembled. In 2017, the new A110 was launched at the Geneva Motor Show. Packing a turbo 1.8 and 7-speed dual-clutch autobox, the A110 weighed in around 1,150 kilos with 249 horsepower, completing 0 to 60 in just 4.5 seconds. Styling cues capture the spirit of Alpine's heritage in the 60s and 70s and also form a bridge to modern design language which Alpine firmly believe will stand the test of time. So it leads us to the question, why are we here at Alpine on a wet, cold November Sunday morning? For the launch of this, the new A110S. With a larger turbo, power is up to 290 horses, the new springs and anti-roll bars are 50 and 100% stiffer respectively. Ride height is lowered by a whopping 4mm. The SC system has been tweaked to improve handling, and for those feeling a little brave, it can now be fully switched off. And it's not just engineering changes. While the appearance of this car seems to split opinion, there are some slick aesthetic design cues, carbon fibre flag motifs, orange brake calipers, optional matte grey paintwork. There's even an optional carbon fibre roof which reduces weight by another 1.9 kilograms. So it seems the Alpine A110 is not the type of car that you see on the roads every day, and it also seems to us that it's a type of car that attracts a specific discerning buyer. We spoke to Ian Duncalf here at the Alpine Centre to find out a little bit more about what the Alpine brand stands for and the customers that typically buy these cars.
Alpine's an interesting one because it's one that nobody's ever heard of. It's a really well kept secret in the motor industry. The brand itself was founded in 1955, so it's got a lot of heritage there by a guy called Jean Redelet, who at the time was one of the world's best motorsport drivers in varying different classes. So Jean raced in modified Renault vehicles and kind of got to the peak of what he was able to do in those vehicles, so he just thought to himself, you know what, do it myself. So he produced his own manufacturer, and because of his love of racing in the Alps, that's where the name Alpine came from. Generally the first thing on people's face as soon as they get out onto the open road is a massive smile. The car just kind of speaks for itself. Like I said, it's a really well kept secret that only petrol heads tend to know about, people who may have already known about the brand in the past. So they're already kind of involved in the brand experience. It's unlike most of the other stuff that's out there. It kind of fills a really nice little niche between this manufacturer and that manufacturer, and the driving experience kind of goes along with it. Basically everything that you've read about the A110 in how good it feels, they're not lying, that's how good it is. So I do a lot of test drives from customers' houses on a Saturday and a Sunday morning. Generally our customers live in nice areas where they've got access to decent roads, so there's a lot of people out for a Sunday morning drive, but this is just something that a little bit different that sets you apart. It's that niche that people aren't necessarily worried about what they're driving, but they just want a proper driving experience. Come and see us, we're here, get in touch. I cover a pretty decent patch across the UK. We do have people from all over the UK coming to us, and yeah, get in touch. I'm all over social media. We are as a group, so you're more than welcome to drop me a message. My phone number's all over the place as well, so please do get in touch.
Another reason we're here at the Alpine Centre, Manchester, is because we're back here in just under 2 weeks' time for our next Cheshire and Manchester DrivenNet event on Friday the 29th of November. Some people might be watching and wondering, what are these events all about? DrivenNet provides opportunities for business owners to indulge their passion for cars and motorsport in incredible automotive venues while gaining valuable business insights and growing their professional networks. We put together monthly events in carefully curated venues where business owners and senior decision makers can come together and enjoy taking a little time off the grid to mingle with other business people who share a love of cars. We launched our Yorkshire group in March this year at Redline Specialist Cars near Harrogate. Since then, we visited venues such as Tesla, Simtrack, Twisted, and Ginetta. We've also launched into Cheshire with events at McLaren and Van Royen Elite Prestige Supercars. For Yorkshire, this Friday the 22nd of November, we're at Alexander's Prestige, and on Friday 29th of November, for our Cheshire group, we'll be right back here at Alpine Centre. The really exciting news is that we're going to be launching our third DrivenNet group at the Porsche Centre in Colchester in Essex on Thursday the 12th of December. If you know anyone who's a passionate petrol head and a senior decision maker in a business or even a business owner, we'd love to invite them along to the launch, so please tag in the comments or share this live stream with them. In other news, November is the month of Bonfire Night, St Andrew's Day, and also Black Friday promotions. We've got so much going on this month, we're opening our Black Friday offer early. For anyone who's only just finding out about DrivenNet or who's been thinking of joining for a little while, this is the offer for you. Join before Wednesday the 20th of November and get 1 month free. So that's everything we were hoping to cover in this, our first ever DrivenNet live stream here at the Alpine Centre in Manchester. We're confident this type of content is going to go down really well, but we'd love to hear your feedback. We'd be interested to hear about the types of venues you'd like us to visit, the types of cars you'd like to see featured. Similarly, if you know someone who loves cars as much as we do, please give them a tag, share the video, that kind of thing. That's everything for now, so have a great weekend and we'll see you very soon.